I didn't fly to the other side of the world to the Democratic Republic of Congo to shoot this set of images. This was more of a personal project while I was there for another purpose. In 2016, Platon traveled to the Congo to document the struggle to end sexual violence against women and girls. The project interviewed and captured through portraiture the dozens of doctors, activists, lawyers, police, students, and advocates who were leading the fight for justice and accountability. And also tackled the long-standing source of conflict, natural resource wealth that fuels violence in the country. It's safe to say my hands were full, first assisting a photographer and shooting a documentary at the same time. But in between locations, in between interviewing the amazing Congolese people, during cigarette breaks, during long, grueling drives down dirt roads, before and after meals, any moments of downtime really, I was shooting. Very quick and simple on a Minolta Hi-Matic point-and-shoot 35mm camera that I bought for just $40. And I was lucky enough to walk away with some moments that will last me for the rest of my life. Here's a quick breakdown of how I created those incredible images with an emphasis on my 4 favorites. My name's Corey Vanderploeg at CoreyPhoto on Twitter and Instagram. Let's jump right in. During the entire 11-day trip, I would have had about 10 minutes of downtime during the day. I was loading gear, setting up, tearing down, packing up, non-stop for 11 days. Not to mention the gut-wrenching emotional roller coaster the entire team went through watching Platon work.
Amazing.
On top of that, I was shooting footage, interviews, B-roll for a documentary that nobody knew we were making. So the only time I had to myself were meals and driving from location to location. And as you can see through my finals, all but 4 images were taking out the window of a moving car, which isn't a testament to my photography, but a true testament to the beauty and majesty of the Congo. Most of these images can even be credited to a 6-hour car ride to and from what we were told was a conflict-free mine. It was an incredibly long, grueling trip through small villages, mountains, rivers, clusters of people, mines, and roads that never stopped bumping. And as painful as that drive was, it's one of my favorite parts of the trip. My eyes were glued to the windows. Before the trip began, I was sharing a cigarette with one of the local police officers we hired for security. We didn't say much, but I could tell he enjoyed my American cigarettes. I gave him a handful for a photo, and he struck the nicest smile. We were able to share one more cigarette before
We drove on the worst roads I've ever experienced, 130 miles north of Bukavu.
During the first couple hours, I realized I was only shooting on my iPhone, and as soon as I pulled out my film camera, I saw this amazing cluster of children baffled by the convoy of trucks. When I snapped this frame, I could have sworn they were looking at the trucks, or the amount of white people that there were, the antennas on the car, really every direction. But when I got the film back, I noticed every single child is locked in on the camera. Our first stop was in a small village that had recently had a school built, and we were there to show children learning and photograph some of the families in the village. After we lugged gear down a hill not accessible by a car and then lugged that same gear all the way back up, our cars were swarmed with intrigued, curious children. I took this photograph when one of the teammates was able to get them all to cheer in unison, which made them all happy and laugh. Unfortunately, we had to leave quickly as security told us the crowds were just getting a little too large. After the trip was over and I was headed back, I was in kind of a daze from what we just shot and the physical toll that something like that can put on a body. After about an hour or so of just scenery, there was a young boy up the road. I pulled my camera out to take a shot when I saw he was holding something very large. I took 2 quick photos as we were getting closer to him, and I noticed he was holding a machete as big as his torso. Almost as big as that machete was the smile on his face. It's one of my favorite photos from the trip, and it caught me completely off guard. When I got home, I got my film developed, selected my favorite 20 images, and drum scanned them into amazing high-res digital files. The drum scanner really set it apart from other digital scanners. If you want to know what a drum scanner is, or how they work, leave a comment below. From there I added my treatments, the same workflow I use for every piece of high-resolution art. If you want to learn more about this Congo trip and the film My Body's Not a Weapon, check out thepeoplesportfolio.com. The link's in my description. Thanks for watching, guys. My name's Corey Vanderploeg at CoreyPhoto on Instagram and Twitter. Happy shooting.